Hi everybody, this is TJ with the Backpacktrader. The Counterpunch Express 2 has been hot on everybody's minds lately, especially now that it has been fully enabled and made available for Thinkorswim. I thought it would be nice to walk through the last two crude oil inventory reports, one of the longest running, most successful, reliable trade plans I've ever come out with. It's been kind of unusual because there have been literally two crude oil reports within the last 5 days. Because of the unusual calendar last week, the crude oil report actually came out on Friday, and then it came out again today on Wednesday. So I'm going to walk you through the report, and we'll take a look at it on TradeStation charts. It looks basically the same on NinjaTrader, but I also want to show you how it looked on the Thinkorswim charts, so you can see how easy this is to trade. And this is something you could see over and over again in our live trade room. You could trade it with us. You can join us. And let me just walk you through really quick. So last Friday, it started at 11 a.m., and the market was in a short trade here. As you can see, the trailer coming down, and we have to wait till 11. The report comes out right in this area, and then we wait 2 minutes, and we take the first setup. So there was a setup here. It was about 1 minute in, as you can see, and we're going to keep an eye on that trade, and we may end up taking it if the market doesn't move up and hit the target, the first target, or the stop. So we wait our 2 minutes. This is exactly how this session went down. And right here, there's a possible short trade. So we're now 2 minutes in. In fact, on the bar before, on this bar, trades were placed. And the long trade was triggered in. So now we're long. We're trying to get to target 2 as our objective. That's good for 31 cents, $310 a contract. If we get to target 1, we're going to move our stop up to break even. But we have to be concerned about a short trade. Now, when we're in a long trade, we're going to adjust the reversing trade a few ticks lower because we want to make sure the price can actually push down to reverse out of 1 and into a new direction. So we're going to try to protect the trade we're in with that adjustment, but we're ready to flip over to the other side if we have to. We're going to let price action tell us what to do. And this is how we've been doing this for years. But see what happens? The way that the entry is set, it's still valid, but it never comes down and hits the entry. And remember, our entry is a couple ticks lower. So we're still long, and then it pushes higher. And the short trade cancels. Our stop is still in place, and we're trying to get to this level here before we can move our stop up to break even. And it does come up, and it hits the first target, and the stop moves up. And it's more than break even because now it's also trailing our signal line. So we've already got some profit locked in. Remember, our objective is target 2. The stop is perfectly placed. Like, all this is tuned for a reason. The strategy is actually tuning itself. I like to say it's dancing with the market. The market is leading the dance, and we are just acquiescing to the price action. And then look at that. It comes up. It almost hits target 2. The stop is here, and then it stops out. So a near perfect trade. Trying to get to 62. It got to 60. So at that point, you could be done for the session. All right, so let's see how it did on the Thinkorswim platform. You can see the Counterpunch Express. It looks a little different. It has different aesthetics. Instead of a plus sign for an entry, you get a little square. And the trade was a little smaller. Instead of going to 31 cents, it went for only 27 cents. And that's because this is a different data feed. And even though it's the same contract, this is traded with a different data feed. There are slight variations. So Counterpunch just doesn't care. It's going to adjust to the chart that it's on. This one actually did better because you could see in similar fashion, we had to wait a couple minutes and then got short and then got long. There wasn't a short setup for whatever reason. And instead, it came up and it ended up hitting its target 2 perfectly. You'll remember that right around here, it missed the other target by 2 ticks on the TradeStation example. But here we are on Thinkorswim, and it actually hit the full target. So a better result with Thinkorswim. Sometimes it won't be that way. Sometimes it'll come out in the wash a different way. Data feeds are different, and there's no perfection in trading. But the strategy, the Counterpunch Express, can tune itself and adjust to the chart that it's on. So speed forward to today's session. Today's session came out at its normal 10:30 New York time. And you could see that the report came out, the reaction happened, and we have to wait our 2 minutes again. And so you could see after waiting 2 minutes, there's a short trade, and it triggers in, and we place our order, but the trade never comes up to hit our entry. And instead, it moves down to where we get to our break-even level. And once the stop moves down to break-even, we cancel the setup. It's too late. We're not going to chase it. So this trade never gave us the chance to get in, so now we just wait for the next trade. And the next trade comes a few minutes later. We're 3.5 minutes into our session, and we get a long trade, getting long at 52.81. Again, targeting our target 2, and look what happens. It gets long, and we have to be patient, but it ultimately pushes higher. There's another possible stop and reverse to short. Remember, we're going to adjust this down. So we're going to adjust it down from 52.77, a couple ticks to 75. And because 75 is such a big psychological number, we're actually going to adjust it down to 52.74. And that's what we did in the trade room. So there's 74 where that orange line is. And look what happens. It does trigger short without adjusting, but because we push the adjustment down, we're still long. This is why training and learning the strategy and the rules of a trade plan are so important. Because look what happens. Another long trade prints, but we don't care about that because we're in this purple trade. That's all we care about. We might have to get short, but we stay long. And once this comes up and hits the entry for the second long trade, we can cancel our short reversal. And we still stay long. So we're still long. This is the first trade that we actually triggered in, and notice that it comes up, it hits the money management level, so we can move our stop from down here up to here, lock in a little bit of profit, and we start trailing our signal line up. And we're locking in profit with each bar, and then ultimately it comes up and it hits its target 2 for a full winner. That was good for 19 cents, $190 a contract. Pushes up a little further. Look at target 3. It misses target 3 by just 1 tick. That's a nearly perfect target. And when that happens, once it pushes down hard, I would recommend taking more profit off the table again at target 2. Regardless, you've got your protective stop inching higher, and ultimately it goes a little higher, but then stabs down and stops out. But a full winner, one and done, crude oil report, producing 2 one-and-done winners on a very rare 2 reports within 5 days on the calendar. Haven't seen that. I don't even remember the last time I saw that. So again, Counterpunch Express working amazingly well with one of the most reliable trade plans you can find, trading the crude oil inventory report with this 377 tick chart. And again, this works on TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and as you saw, it works great on Thinkorswim as well. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will show you more examples in the next videos I do. One of the things I'm going to show you, though, is this amazing tool we're working on with our Forex Trade a Day alert service and our new order entry method where you receive the trade and all you have to do is click a button and it will place the trade for you with all the different targets and exits and everything, which makes trading Forex a breeze. I can't wait to show you that. It's almost ready. Been beta testing it, and it's like 99% done and will be made available shortly to all our members, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to show it to you. Thanks for joining me on this video, everybody. This is TJ with the Backpack Trader, Counterpunch Express. and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video.